Today's hits without the rap, 99.9 The Point. It is Alana. Thank you so much for keeping it on The Point this afternoon. On the phone with us, we have Beth Higgins with the Poudre School District. Now, Beth, you guys within the school district have a unique need, and people can actually help a little bit later on this week.
We've gotten some indication from some of our schools that really the need this spring is backpacks, and primarily for the high school kids. So the greatest recipient of all of our supplier schools materials are the kids that are on the free and reduced lunch program. So backpacks, as many parents know, I certainly know myself, can be really, really expensive. The challenge that we're having this year is that a lot of the high school kids are carrying heavier things. They've got their laptops, they've got textbooks, they've got all kinds of things. So really the backpacks are just wearing out a lot faster than what we've seen in the past. So this spring, because that's not something that we normally just kind of have on hand, like we do pencils and notebooks and things, we have reached out to some of our partners to help us reach out to the community and get some more backpacks for the kids.
It is so weird because we oftentimes think about supply drives or school drives in August and September when kids are going back to school. You don't necessarily think about it in January.
Right, and I think, I know I have a 15-year-old, and I know how he treats his backpack. And so, and they do wear out. I mean, it's just normal wear and tear. The kids are getting on and off the bus. They're going in and out of class. By the high school level, they're carrying their backpack with them all day long, so they're not leaving them in a locker all day or something like that. And they're carrying laptops, and so, that's putting a much heavier strain on those straps, and they're in and out of them a lot more. So we're finding that, they're actually going through them a little bit quicker than we had realized. So
today's hits without the rap, 99.9 The Point. It is Alana. On the phone is Beth Higgins with the Poudre School District. Been talking to Beth about a backpack drive that they have coming up on the 30th. Now, Beth, where can people drop backpacks off at?
So this year, the Coloradoan has really stepped up as part of this partnership, and they're leading a backpack drive. So on January 30th, between 9 a.m. and noon, community members that want to help can leave their backpacks at the Coloradoan offices, and that address is 1300 Riverside Avenue. So that's January 30th between 9 a.m. and noon at the Coloradoan office at 1300 Riverside. We do request that the backpacks be new, primarily because the kids have already worn through one backpack, so we kind of like to let them start off with something new. But we can also accept cash and check donations as well if that's easier. We understand that sometimes it's hard to find backpacks in January, so we can accept cash and check donations as well.
Excellent, Beth. Now, we'll have all this info up at our website, 999thepoint.com. But, Beth, you're kind of on the ground level. You're getting these backpacks to the kids. What does it mean to these kids getting a new backpack like this?
Oh, you know what? What it means is that they look like every other student in their class. That's that instant feeling of belonging. Most of our backpacks are handed out, at least in the fall, are handed out before school begins. So these kids are not coming into school unequipped. They're not starting their school year off without the supplies that they need to be successful. They're starting the school year off on the same footing as all of their peers. And that's true from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. In the spring it's going to be a little bit different because kids are already in class. But to have the same basic supplies that every other child in their class has, regardless of what circumstances they may be facing at home, is huge. It's huge for their self-confidence. It's huge because it's just, let's face it, the right thing to do. And it's huge academically because it really does help start them off on the same foot.